the Talk Cheryl Underwood, Chaz Bono, a seashell, and Bill was right. Grab a drink and join me. We're next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I love this song. I do. I really like this song. Why? Welcome to the Bold and Beautiful After Show, The Bold Breakdown. I am your host, James Lott Jr., and you are my co-host again tonight. I'm so glad you're here. There are people in the chat room. I want to say hi to them, to Jacob and Amber's baby and Ethel. You're in here with us. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm so glad you guys are here today. We're going to talk about all things that happened in the bold and the beautiful world of last week. And of course, a few other things at the same time. I want to give a happy Father's Day to all of you guys out there who are fathers or who have fathers, who had fathers. Of course, as you know, I'm a father and a grandfather, and I still made it here today. I want to give a shout out to my kids, Tammy and Monica, my grandkids, Zayden, Scarlett, and Rylan, and my godson, Loyal. Love you guys all. Love you all, and so happy to be here. You can like us on Facebook. We have a Bold Breakdown page. You guys are totally. We're gonna get to, if we get to 700 likes, another prize will happen, and you guys are getting. We're already getting close to 600. You guys are doing a great job. Share it with people. We post things on there, news, all kinds of stuff on that page, some fun stuff on there. We do prize giveaways on that page, everything. Thank you so much. I think we're like 550 or so, something on there, but please, we're on there. Use the hashtag The Bold Breakdown on Twitter and other social media. When talking to me, I'm at James Lott Jr., so you can follow me on all that there. On iTunes and YouTube, we are here under the Bold and Beautiful After Show. So look under that, and you'll find the episodes here to download, listen to, or watch whenever you want to after they're over. Also, I did a mini spotlight this week. I released it last week on Zenday. So it's a fun one. A lot of views are happening on it. It's a fun little walk down memory lane on why Zenday, who he is, and where he came from. And I showed some pictures of Rome Flynn, who plays him, and the front row one. So check that out. It's on AfterBuzz TV under the Bold and Beautiful. Look under there, and you can see that too. Oh, Tracy Newman's in here too. Hi, Tracy Newman. I know you. Oh my God, so glad you guys are here with me today. Hope you guys have grabbed a drink. As you know, when I'm by myself, I do a small bottle. When I have guests, I do a big one. So cheers to you. Happy Father's, happy Sunday. Happy if you're happy with who won the basketball game. All of that, all for you. Yummy. Okay, so now a lot in LA. I usually have something of Los Angeles to share with you guys, and I have something coming up next week. It's gonna be really good. So my lot in Los Angeles this week is me. You're like, what does that mean? I am a lot in Los Angeles, and I have a page on Facebook called A Lot in Los Angeles, and I have a Twitter handle at A Lot in LA. Follow those, kids are following them already. Follow those, and I post things about Los Angeles and what's going on, food, happenings. All those pages are a lot of fun. You can take a look and you have a slice of life of Los Angeles. You would come visit. You can see things. They're really good, actually. So you should check those out. I see some of you guys are liking those pages already. I want them to work with the Bold Breakdown. We're working it all out. So go there, and that's your Los Angeles. You can see it through my eyes. I'm actually going to have some web episodes, little webisodes of Los Angeles being posted soon. So we're going to work that out. So yes. All right. Okay. Let's start recapping Monday and Tuesday. Oh, wait, before I do that, I have some bold shout outs. That's right. I said I was going to do this. Thank you for the Happy Father's Day. Oh, I got thank you, Tracy. Oh, you liked the mini spotlight, Jacob. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm going to read your comments in here. So yeah, please comment and tell me what you think. Okay, so the shout outs I want to give to you, people, I can't do this alone. Again, it takes a village to raise this show and get us views and people to get to know, because there are a lot of bold and beautiful fans out there. And I promised these Facebook groups that I would thank them. And from time to time, I will be giving shout outs, bold shout outs to people out there who help me get awareness of this show. One, these are some of the names. And there's some of them, if I butcher, I hope I don't butcher them. These are some funny ones. But they totally help us out. One group is called The End Relationship of the Most Boring Daytime Couple, Liam and Hope. Another one is Liam and Steffi Spencer Forever. Thomas and Caroline Team. The Bold and the Beautiful Picturesque Fan Page. Bold and the Beautiful Gossip Group. Bold and the Beautiful Ultimate. And Bold and the Beautiful Message Board. They're all on Facebook. They all have great big numbers too of members. Some are closed, some are open. They do if you want, you should join them. If you want to see pictures and up-to-date information Go to those pages. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing my links to the show, sharing my news from my show on your pages, and getting the word out. Please continue to do so, and I will continue to drive traffic to your pages also. We're going to work this together. We're going to work this together. So thank you so much. Thank you for the Happy Father's Day wishes, you guys. I did have a great day. I'll talk about that a little later. I'll tell you more about that. Okay, so let's talk about Monday and Tuesday. Let's get right in. So Monday picks up right at the police station. It's Chaz Bono. Well, his alter ego. He was the Reverend, of course, that married Steffi and Wyatt, and the one who broke into Liam's house. So he's there, and Chaz's character is so funny. He just plays off like, it's a small world. Hi, how's your marriage? Bill can't believe it. Bill's like, what? It's funny. So Bill shows up also. So the Spencer boys are together trying to figure out what's going on with this guy. It's funny because he claims he just broke in because he was low on cash and needed a little something. He hopes he can just get in and get out. But I'm like, you guys tell me. I wonder, is there a bigger picture? I mean, it's kind of weird that, I don't know. It's like they just kind of, he's being charged, I guess, and that was that. It can't be it, right? It has to be some more to it. I'm sure, right? I'm sure there'll be more to it. But it's fun seeing Chaz play a little role on there, and it's kind of funny. Meanwhile, we see Thomas, which is played by our buddy Pearson Faudet, and Steffi, totally being brother and sister. I just love seeing them together. They're so good together. They totally play off each other as brother and sister. It's a lot of fun to watch. And I just think they're just kind of talking about their lives. But they talk more about. Thomas is worried about Wyatt and the Liam situation because she's in love with two men, not two women. That's a whole other show, obviously. But she's in love with two men. She loves. See, here's my thing. I did a poll, and the poll was like most people were for Liam and Steffi, but Wyatt and Steffi weren't. It wasn't a landslide. It was like 60-40. I did the poll on Twitter, and I got like 85 votes on it. So it wasn't too far off. So there's a camp that likes Steffi and Wyatt together, which are kind of they're fun. They're playful, and I believe she does love him on some level. I think she likes him. He's a nice guy and he's fun and everything. And I just think it's just kind of like, wow, they could be cute, but I still see chemistry. I said it last week. I don't see chemistry. I see more chemistry with Liam and Steffi. They just have so much chemistry, and they did so much. They just have so much more going on. It's like it's just I don't know, but I can see why they. I don't know. I can see why she's torn a little bit. Let me see what you guys are saying in here. Love Chaz, but felt like the whole storyline was a waste of screen. It was kind of weird, wasn't it, Amber? I totally agree with you. It was kind of like, well, they brought him back. It was kind of fun, but they didn't go any further. So I have to believe there must be something else happening that's coming up soon. Hi, Nikisha. Thank you for Happy Father's Day. They just put that in there for angst for Wyatt and Stephanie to question if their marriage is legal or not. Okay, I agree with that. That was a major plot point. Was like, is their marriage legal or not? Which Liam was hoping it would be not legal. Then they would make her leave and come back to him. But there was some fun. There was a little fun moment. You have to have some lighthearted stuff on soap sometimes too. And there was a little fun moment with Lieutenant Baker and Reverend Rydell, which is Chaz's character, fighting over a hot dog. And before he's getting processed, it was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of like a fun movie. And once in a while, you got to have some, and everything. So I love his response was like, Wyatt was like, are your credentials valid? And he's like, did you file those papers? And he's like, got you, bro. That's not reassuring at all. It's kind of crazy. And then Liam texts Steffi, of course, like, I need to meet you and let's talk. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. As I'm reading you guys, Amber, which was dumb in my opinion, I kind of agree with that. So tired of a character being in love with two people. That's a soap staple, girl. I thought that's a soap staple. You know how that goes. They're always triangles are big. Unfortunately, they're just big. But Amber, they didn't make him not legal. They made him legal, so we kind of lucked out. So at best, but I think you're right. It was just kind of angsty for a minute there, and I'm glad to see Chaz Bono working. So for me, why not? But Bill was like, you will be pressing charges, because even if you don't, I will. It's my house. But I just love Bill. He don't care. But of course, it led to Bill calling his buddy, at the city clerk office. It's nighttime, of course. It's totally nighttime. And calls his buddy at the city's clerk's office. That was something that was kind of funny. And it's Cheryl Underwood from The Talk. She plays Emmy, and I love how she's flirting with with Bill, and Bill's kind of flirting with her too. They're sweet talking to each other. Wyatt's just looking like, what's going on? Oh my God, it was so funny. And so she goes look for the file. She got called, and she should only do it for dollar bill, of course. Hey, if Bill called me, I drop everything too, of course. And so she brings the file, and Monday ends. It was like, is my marriage legal? Is it valid? What's going on? That's how I kind of ended there. So it was that was Monday. Kind of fun. Tuesday opened with shirtless Thomas coming in from the pool. Oh, Pearson. And it's funny because since I know him, and he's such a nice guy, and I just know him, it's funny he has to do these scenes that are just kind of, kind of that. And Caroline's sitting there, she's doing whatever she's doing. Douglas is asleep upstairs. And Thomas just kind of is just really, really worried about, Steffi. But also, he admits he's having a hard time dealing with this whole baby thing, which I think it's kind of true. I mean, I see why. Nikisha, I love Cheryl. Cheryl's good. Nikisha, did you see anybody out there? Cheryl Underwood has I think it's Unsung Hollywood. It's either Unsung Hollywood or Being Uncentric, where they tell her story. I didn't know her story, and was like, once I watched her story, I was hooked. Cheryl's good. Bill's hypocrisy is so ridiculous. I disagree. I think it is hypocrisy, but he's right. I think his whole week he was totally correct, though, on everything. I totally get it. Love shirtless Thomas. I know, me too. Let's see. So it's really hard for him. He's like, we created Douglas. Me and you, Caroline, we created him. And it's kind of hard for him to sit back and see, like, his father. He's like, Dad is the father. That line just made me, if I did a quarter of the week, that line just would have been one of them. It's just like funny. Well, I'm okay with Dad is the father. Like, it's just the weirdest thing. Your dad is the father of your baby? What? Oh, it's this crazy storyline, of course. Meanwhile, Liam and Steffi meet up. Of course, they meet up together. And Liam is like, I want you to leave Wyatt now. You want to be with me. You love me. I love you. If the marriage is not legal, come to me. Screw that tattoo on your finger. We will completely get rid of it. We'll cover it with something else. I started laughing. I was like, okay. I was like, mm-hmm. He was like, yeah. So he decides, he looks over in the house, and he picks a seashell and wants her to hold it as a memory to think about them. Whenever you think about us, hold the seashell. So, leave it in her hand. So, they're hugging. Bill walks in. He's like, excuse me. That's the wrong Spencer brother you're hugging. So, he didn't say that, but that's what I know what he wanted to say. And we find out, of course, on the episode, the marriage is valid. I'm so glad they didn't go that direction. I don't know how you guys feel. You tell me. I didn't want him to go and not be valid, and then this whole thing starts up again. I'm glad their marriage is valid. So now Wyatt and Steffi have to really think about this. I think it's so they have to think about it. And I think Wyatt and Steffi have a playful side. They do. And I kind of feel like there is something there. I think there's something there. Maybe there's something there. Jacob says, it was a great opening on Tuesday. Yes, I agree with that. Amber, Douglas will be better off with Thomas than Rich. I completely agree. It's gonna come out. Hello, people. It's your grandfather. It's not your father. It's your grandfather. It can't stay secret it can't. I don't know how they think it's just going to be good. Secrets never stay secret. I mean, you're Forresters, right? I mean, there's so many different paternity things going on. So no good. It can't. And that's why I say Bill is correct. It has to come out. Bill knows. When Bill made that speech 2 weeks ago about how he didn't know his 2 sons. I mean, come on. Oh, my God, no. It has to come out. But Liam and Bill has a come to Jesus meeting with Liam. And basically tells him, you will stop lusting after your brother's wife. He was like, that is it. You will stop. That is it. He's like, I forbid you to do anything. I will cut you out of the will or the life or whatever. I am you. That's it. It didn't work. And actually, Bill brought up a good point. You guys are talking here. I see Liam's being real dumb with Steffi. Here's the thing. Liam starts listing all these things. We lost a child. We got married several times. And Bill's like, but it never worked out. It's like it never worked out. I mean, it's true. They've been back and forth so many times, and somehow they still never get together. Hey, I mean, yeah, Bill may be a hypocrite, but he's completely telling the truth. He's not saying anything he ain't saying. But Bill demands that he will respect his brother's marriage, or you have to go on your own way. I say, okay. Amber's baby says, boo, I hated it. I wanted it to be not legal. At least Steffi would be able to make a real choice without a marriage being held over her head. Interesting. Okay, Amber, I will go with that. If the marriage wasn't legal, then she'd have to woman up, wouldn't she? And actually say, okay, I'm going to be with blank. And in some way, you're right. It would be kind of freeing because it would be an even playing field. Like, which one? But I'm sorry. Everybody said to them, you married, nobody twisted your arm. You married Wyatt, Steffi. Come on, girl. Like, no one twisted your arm. Nikisha, Liam has some feelings for Quinn. He's pushing himself on Steffi so he won't feel for Quinn. Okay, I can see that. I think Liam does have feelings for Quinn a little bit. He is pushing it down. I totally agree with you on that one, Nikisha. I think he does. And that has to surface at some point. At some point it has to surface. I think it's gonna surface at some point. Bill says, Liam's like, you would cut me out? He was shocked. He said, you were like my biggest supporter of me and Steph. He goes, I know, but now Quinn did a horrible thing. Quinn set things in motion, but Steffi chose. No one told her she had to marry Wyatt. And he said, yes, I would. Somebody's a good line. So he was like, I would sacrifice one for the good of the others. I have been there for you in every way since I found out you were mine. My father was never there for me. I was a bastard child, not a choice. My sister's sexual orientation, not a choice. I loved that he just brought it down. He was like, choices happen, kids. And he was willing to sacrifice his one son for the other son and everybody else in the family. See, what you said you want about Bill, work it out. He wants to be there for his niece Caroline, for everybody. He wants to be there for everybody. And yeah, he's a little hypocritical. I totally agree. Yeah. Amber's baby. No, he wasn't, James. If it wasn't for JMW leaving, we would have a baby with Liam, but still a triangle. Yeah, Jacqueline, it's interesting. They had a, I know, she did leave the show several times, do other things. Jacqueline McInnes Woods is in demand. She does a lot of other stuff. It's true. It's just a lot of stuff outside or whatever. When is Liam going to remember how he treated Steffi before he fell and bumped his head? There is that too. I know. Well, Bill is right. You guys never worked it out. And there's somebody said about that. So there you go. And that was Monday and Tuesday. We're now going to do a new segment. As I told you, I'm going to debut new segments here and there and see if you guys like them or not. This one's called the Bold Other Soap Roll. And I'm going to show you a famous scene from General Hospital. Rena Sofer, who plays Quinn, also came first into prominence as Lois back in the early mid-90s. And we're going to play a clip. Basically, Rena Sofer's character, Lois, finds out that her husband, Ned, married someone else, and so basically has two different wives. And here's the scene. It's kind of fun.
Mrs. Ned Ashton from me, the other Mrs. Ned Ashton.
Famous scene.
Give me a hand here, boys, would you?
Is this her idea of some kind of joke?
I wish it were. What the hell's going on here?
The end of the world as we know it.
Here you go. A memento for the occasion. My marriage.
Look how young she looks.
Oh, and for many
she looks good now,
happy
too, still.
returns. Try this one on for size. Not only am I Mrs. Ned Ashton, but Mr. Ned Ashton is none other than Mr. Ready Made.
There you go, folks. I wanted to show that scene. Occasionally, I will show scenes from characters who are on this show now who are on other shows. Because, like, people soap hop a lot. And that's a famous scene of her coming out of the cake and confronting him. And Rita Sulfur is just such a good, she's such a good actress. And I see you guys are remembering that scene, of course. Many of us longtime viewers remember that. Those of you who haven't seen it, you can go on YouTube and watch it. It's so good. That's Wally Kurth, who I've actually interviewed. He's on Days of Our Lives currently and General Hospital. He's doing double duty. And then that's Mary Beth Evans, who won 2 Emmys this year for her work on The Bay and on Days of Our Lives. So these are all, they're all just like, the soaps have so many great actors that just move around. And that was a fun scene. But I'm going to debut that. Every once in a while, I'm going to show some scenes in the past from people who played other soap roles. So it's kind of fun. Nikisha Jones, Bill's speech was on point. It was totally on point. I completely agree. Bill can't give a speech when he's doing the same thing Ling is trying to do. Well, there's slightly a difference. Kinda. Well, no, maybe you're right. Maybe it's kind of the same. They're trying to think of the same thing. It's kind of the same. But it's just still, he's right. It doesn't matter. He's still right. Right? Right? Okay. Let's talk Wednesday's episode. Wednesday. They opened, actually, this episode. I made a note of this because it was just so beautiful. They do sweeping shots of Los Angeles. And that's why we always talk about Los Angeles there. They just do sweeping shots. And this one was really funny. I don't know if you guys remember this at all. But they did shots of LA. They showed a plane landing. They showed a helicopter. Then they flashed to a boat. Then they went to a train. It was so funny. It was like a bus, some surfers, and they went to cars. The traffic in LA. It was so funny. They totally went around the whole thing. It was just like every mode of transportation was represented. I think the train was. When I said train, I mean the subway. It was kind of funny, but beautiful sweeping shots of Los Angeles. They do, and they do film in LA too. So that's kind of nice to see that. So now we're with Dollar Bill, thinking of Brooke. But Katie comes in because Katie's feeling like, I spilled my guts. I'm telling you from last week that I forgive everybody. I'm going to work really hard. I was a bad person with my drinking. I want to fight for our family. And Katie's like kissing him. And Bill calls a family meeting. He's like, we're going to work this out together with the Spencers. We're going to work this out. So Liam, Stephanie, and Wyatt come in. You are Spencers. We do love and respect. You will respect Wyatt and Stephanie's marriage. Stephanie kept looking at Liam. I just kept looking at him. I was like, girl, well, either you need to leave Wyatt or whatever. But so you're right. And it is funny because then the next scenes, of course, are of Bill and Brooke. So yeah, so it is kind of hypocritical on that one. But again, I still, he was right. Hey, so yeah, I mean, he's still speaking the truth. And do as I say, not as I do. That's what some of his parents say. Good one for Father's Day, right? Father's Day. Meanwhile, we have Ridge and Sasha talking. Ridge wants Sasha to stay. She is a beautiful woman who plays her, and says, "You're a good model. I want you to stay. I'm going to give you this big campaign that's coming up. It's really big. More hours, photo shoots. But of course, I want you to work with Zende." And it's a lingerie line. Who didn't see that coming? Yes. Meanwhile, Nicole and Zende are, in the room they're in, and we have a second chance. Smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Love you, love you, love you. Whatever. Maya and Rick want to leave. They're kind of sad about that. They kind of recap everything too. It's like your mom forgave your dad. There's a whole thing there. But Nicole's like, I'm just not sure about my half sister. I'm not sure if I completely trust her. And I was like, I don't blame you, girl. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? This stuff. But I'm almost kind of, I hate to say you guys are going to kill me. I'm kind of rooting for Sasha a little bit. Not to break up Zende and Nicole, but if they really write Sasha as a person who's trying to get her life together, I'm kind of rooting for her. I kind of like her character. She's a little different than some of the characters I've seen on there. She's a little self-deprecating and just kind of like, she's kind of out there a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping that she would kind of make it. But Zende and Nicole are kissing. Sasha and Ridge. It's about this new campaign. Is that a problem if Zende photographs Sasha in underwear? He didn't say it like that, but that's basically what he was saying. And Nicole was like, yeah, I got a problem. But first she was like, I need to talk to Zende alone, please. And he tells her, she tells him, tell her no. Sorry, tell Uncle Ridge no. Sorry, tell her no. But it's a big opportunity for him. So it's like one of those things, big opportunity for him and his photography, big opportunity for Sasha, because it's going to be international. But Nicole's like, I'm not going to have my boyfriend you know, photographing her in lingerie. I don't blame her, I guess. You rooting for Sasha too, Nikisha? I'm kind of rooting for her. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm totally rooting for her. It's crazy. Let's see. Then we go back to the family meeting, and Katie tells Liam, "Your father loves you. Remember, Wyatt saved you from Quinn, which he did, of course." And then Brooke comes in, of course. Oh, Brooke. And it's about family and love and commitment and how they're the shining examples. You have to laugh on that one a little bit, because they don't even know what's going on between Brooke, Katie, and them. It's like everybody knows there's been problems, but they don't even know the extent of the problem. The new generation has no idea. So it's kind of funny. Katie and Bill, and Katie's just like, "Love you, honey. I know we have some ups and downs, but I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you." That is hilarious. This crazy talk. And Katie and Bill, so Katie leaves. Liam's like, "I just can't shut off my feelings. I just can't not shut off my feelings." And Stephanie's like, "Well, I'm sorry, but maybe it has to. It's like, maybe I have to stick with Wyatt." I'm like, uh-oh. That's kind of crazy. So, let's see. Okay, so Bill has a secret room apparently right off his office. Hilarious. It used to be his gym. Now it's all beautiful and lots of white candles and we can be alone. Now there's a back entrance or exit, so you can get out the back. Put a bed in it. it's like a bed and a table, some chairs, but drapery and stuff. I couldn't stop laughing. It was kind of funny. And they kiss, and we can be alone. And Brooke's one is like, "Well, we can't do this because my sister. We can't do it to her again." But Brooke keeps kissing him. Brooke is a sex hound. She can't help herself. A man's kissing her. I mean, it is Don Diamont in real life who's kissing her. But I mean, come on, girl. She can't help herself. Let's see what you guys are saying. So Nikisha's rooting for Sasha too. But Amber's like, "I don't blame them for not trusting Sasha. I wouldn't trust you either." Sasha's a hot mess, yes. Honey Smile. Hi, Honey Smile. Thanks for watching. Honey Smile, thanks for commenting. Nikisha, they're not example. No, Bill, Katie, and Brooke are not example at all. Oh, Amber, so you're glad that Liam is fighting for Steffi. So you're probably one of the ones for the Steffi Liam camp. Amber's baby, "I'm throwing up. Bill just makes me sick. So does Brooke." Aw, I like Brooke and Bill together. I never thought I would. I totally do. I think Kate should go somewhere else. I'm sorry. That's kind of I'm saying that now. Sorry, I'm saying that. When did Bill have a secret room put in there? Who has a bedroom in their office? I know. I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. Oh my God. Oh, what happened to badass Steffi? She disappeared the moment Liam did. Well, maybe she's mellowing out a little bit. Maybe she's getting a little older. I don't know. Maybe she's just like, okay. Oh, here you go, you guys. I love it. It's funny how Liam loves Steffi when Hope not around. Ooh. So are we Liam Hope people? Are we like into them? Is that what's going on? Are we like them? I don't know. Hope's on the show. We have seen, Liam gave up Hope before Steffi stepped into the picture. That's kind of true. She did. We've seen Bill and Brooke go down this road before. Bill just thinks with his body parts and not his head, and so does Brooke. Brooke and Bill both think with their body parts and not their heads. It's kind of crazy. So I want to do another bold flashback. This is the segment we do every once in a while on here, and this one, because it's kind of weird and kind of ingenious that Ridge was with the original Caroline, and now he's with Caroline's namesake, who happens to be her niece. So I just want to show 3 pictures that actually are kind of funny from back in the day. Next year will be the 30th anniversary of Bold and the Beautiful. Monday, there'll be the 190th episode of season 29. It's kind of funny. So that first picture is of Caroline, Brooke, and Ridge, a big triangle when the show first started. I want to say since 1987 or 88. Oh my God, it's so... Look at them. That's what Ron Moss when he played Ridge. And of course, Caroline Spencer has a twin sister, Karen, which is Caroline's mother, played by Joanna Johnson. You show the next picture, please. And this was a promo of the Caroline Ridge wedding. It's so funny. Like, they got married before. It's so weird. It's just so bizarre. And people that may stop the wedding is old Stephanie. Oh, may she rest in peace. And Thorne. And So funny, Bridge. And they show another one, the last one. And that was the actual wedding. So Ridge married both Carolines. Like, it's just bizarre. It's just like totally bizarre, but also kind of ingenious. I kind of like it. It's kind of like, what other soap does that? It's kind of crazy. So, yes. So I wanted to give that was the bold flashback. Yes, a little bit of that. Just to give you a little heads up on the history if you've not watched the show that long, or if you have, to kind of bring you back and do that. They're an example of the Jerry Springer show. I can see that. Brooke can't help herself. She just can't help herself. Which is creepy. You were married to aunt, now you're married to her niece. I know! But, you know, in the soaps that happen sometimes, sisters, all that stuff. But what's kind of creepy to me is that they're both named Caroline. Like, you fell in love with two Carolines. Let me sip some tea. So weird. So weird. That's the soap world. That's what they do here. Now let's get the rest of this, the week going, Thursday and Friday. Brooke and Bill, they're in a secret place. They're kissing. I love you. They flash back to their love story. Just hold me. So they don't make love. I was shocked. Were you guys shocked? Or are you guys not shocked? I mean, they didn't go all the way. They just basically held each other. But did they take a nap? Like, all of a sudden, they fell asleep. It's like they woke up and it's like, oh, I woke up with the... I'm like, it wasn't nighttime to daytime, or it wasn't like overnight or anything. It was like they kind of had to take a nap for a few hours. It was like, that part was a little weird. It's like, I didn't understand. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Stephanie comes home and startled by Quinn holding a spatula. Quinn's cooking. Jesus like, hi, I'm making lunch. Oh, Quinn. And Stephanie's like, you crazy bitch. What are you doing in my house? She didn't say it, but she came close to saying that. I had to look on her face. She was like, what are you doing here? And Quinn's like, we're family. You know, I didn't force you to marry Wyatt. And, you know, his place in my life is permanent. I'm his mother. I just love the way she's playing it. So you guys were shocked. Yes, you guys were shocked that they didn't sleep together. Me too. Really. So like, okay, so that's going on. Meanwhile, Sasha thinks Ridge was like, never mind, I'm not going to do it. Zendy says, I'm not going to do it. Then Sasha says, I'm not going to do it. So everybody's like turning down, I'm not going to do it, 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 I'm not going to do it. And that's where we're left. So we don't know what's happening yet. No one's kind of like, well, what's going to happen? Are you going to take the job? Are you both going to take the job, work together? Is Nicole going to give in? Because she vows to kind of, I don't know, she vows to kind of forgive her, I guess. I don't know. So that's kind of going on. Because Sasha, I mean, Sasha knows to Zendy, it's your Forrester legacy. He's a Forrester. And Sasha says to Nicole, we can give this to him together. That was very interesting. I was like, that was very interesting. Liam doesn't deserve nobody. As soon as Hope comes back, he will leave Steffi. He does every other time. Steffi deserves better. This storyline is making her look weak and naive. Ooh, okay. Steffi wants to be married to Wyatt, and she has to make things work with Quinn. Well, what do you think? I mean, she's a crazy bitch. That's her mother-in-law. What do you do? She's crazy. I don't know. But I'll tell you something. When Wyatt and Steffi went off on her and kicked her out of the house, and when Steffi was hugging Wyatt and Quinn looked in the window and was staring, that was scary. Quinn's like, no, bitch, I'm gonna take you down, and I'm going to make sure that I'm be in my son's life. And then look at her, and Steffi looked like, no, lady, I'm gonna take care of my man, and you will not. It was like they both. I was like, ooh, and the music got all. Oh, it was. Woo. It was kind of like, so there's your badass Steffi. Maybe she's gonna come out fighting against Quinn. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't know. That's just kind of, it was a very, the looks at the window were very serious. Oh, it was kind of creepy there. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. Because I don't want Steffi to fall under the clutches of Quinn. I want her to be able to be a formidable adversary for her, and they fight back and forth. But why? It's his mother, right? What do you do to your mother? It's your mother. I mean, he didn't do it to him. He did it to, who did it to? Steffi wants to be, let's see. Liam only left Steffi once every other time he was flirting with Steffi when he was with Hope. Yeah, it's a kind of a thing. I mean, they've been playing this going all the way around with Liam and Hope and Steffi for a long time, and now adding Wyatt into the mix, it has been kind of like, well, who's wants to be with whom? And they never seem satisfied, and it's kind of a weird thing. Quinn is ready to throw down. Yes, she is. When Quinn looked at that window, I said, run, Steffi, run. That's right, Ethel. I did too. I was like, ooh. Honey smile. If Liam slept with Quinn, Brooke is next. Brooke, well, she did Thomas too. That's right, she did do Thomas. That's kind of funny. Interesting. I can't believe that. That's so funny. Okay, so Friday, the last day of the week. So we got to Friday. Brooke wakes up next to Bill, of course, still dressed. They didn't sleep together. But an earring is left on the bed. Now he knows what's going to happen there. Why the earring's left on the bed? But Allison, who's out front, can't keep Liam from going in the office. Like, this is like the middle of the day. He's not on the phone. Like, why is he not letting us go in there? And he insists that he can't be disturbed. So Brooke go out the back way. Bye, Brooke. Go out the back way. And then Liam's like, what are you doing here? What's going on? It made me laugh, actually. It was so funny. And then Liam goes, I want to live up to you and Katie. and he goes on about their marriage, how they try to make it work despite their problems. I'm like, that is pretty funny, actually. Meanwhile, Brooke and Katie are talking at the house. I'm so sorry. I appreciate you so much. Oh, my God, I just love you. I'm like, Steffi and Ridge are talking, little father-daughter talk. You are in love with two men, he tells us, Steffi. You do love Wyatt, I get it, but it's wide enough, but you need to work it out with him, or whatever. And she's like, you sound like Bill. Ridge did not want to hear that. He was like, I don't want to hear that. But they both kind of saying the same thing. Ridge can't talk either. Okay, on this show, here's the deal. No one can talk. They can't. No one can talk, but they're talking. But in a way, I look at it this way. They're still saying things that are right, and don't let the kids make the same mistakes. I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, they say the same thing. And then, of course, the big thing is Liam is alone in the office, sees the door. It's kind of open. Walks in, sees a secret room. He's like, what the F? He's like, what is going on here? Oh, my God, it was so funny. Oh, you're right. Allison knows about that room, probably. She has to keep her the secrets. She's his personal secretary. She probably knows everything. Liam goes in the room, walks around, sees his bed. It's a little unkempt. Look at this big queen-size bed in there. And picks up the earring. And that's how that ended. The earring. What is Liam going to do? What's he going to say? That's kind of like the crazy thing. What's he going to do? What's he going to say? It's going to be crazy. The secret can't stay for long. But it is weird to have a bedroom off your office. I still might have one actually off my office. I can actually sleep if I need to. But yes, I'm sure, Allison knows that room, of course. So that was a very interesting week that was in Bold and the Beautiful. Kind of interesting. So there. Now, next Sunday, sitting at one of these seats next to me, daytime legend Heather Tom. So we'll have a chance to talk about some of her other soap roles she's done, but it's about Bold and the Beautiful, of course, and what she feels about Katie. What she feels about the whole storyline, because we're talking about her right now. How does she feel about it? I get to actually ask her. She'll be sitting right here or right here, whichever one we decide to sit at. And so Heather Tom will be joining us. So I'm just so excited to have her on the show. And I'm working on other surprises also for July. So working on some stuff here because I really enjoy doing this show. And you guys have been so great. You guys are in the chat room. I love it. And I guess that's all time we have for today. It goes by so fast, you guys. Thank you guys so much in the chat room being my co-host tonight. You guys are great. All of you. I appreciate everyone who stayed up late with me. Hopefully you had a drink in your hand, whether it's tea or coffee or booze like mine. And you joined me as we do every Sunday here at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can follow us on iTunes and YouTube at the Bold and the Beautiful After Show. And so I'll be sharing this link out, of course, starting tonight and tomorrow. Please share with everybody you know is a Bold and Beautiful fan so they can watch it and comment, as you guys have been doing on here. You've been commenting on the segments I've been doing and the recap. I read every single comment, and I'm also taking everything into consideration. Even the comments that aren't so great, I love them too. Tell me how you feel about the show. And I want to make the best show I can for you guys every Sunday because I really enjoy this show and I enjoy doing this for you guys. And of course, you can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. It's on everything. Just type in James Lott Jr. You can find me. As you guys know, I would talk to you. Jacob, Ethel, Nikisha, Amber's baby, Honey Smile. Thank you so much. Nikisha, I think it's Nikisha. Thank you guys for being in here and staying up with me. I totally appreciate it. You're my co-host tonight. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time and take care. Have a great week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.